Welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Teacher Ma from Kangaroo Study, and for this video we're going to cover the PSLE past year paper solutions. And this question is actually from PSLE 2024, which is last year, paper 2, question 13. Let's take a look. So at the beginning, ABC is an equilateral triangle. Let me point out the laser. ABC is an equilateral triangle, and ACDE is a square, and FB is parallel to ED, and the two angles we need to find is, first of all, FAE, and the second one, FBD. These two have you already labeled it up that we need to find. And for question C, circle the words that describe AFBC correctly for the following statement. AFBC is trapezium or parallelogram because FB is or is not parallel to AC. FB is parallel to AC or not. Or FA is parallel to BC or not. FA and BC, is it parallel or not? So actually we tried to prove whether it's parallel or not to identify is it trapezium or parallelogram. And that is actually the mindset of proving. So basically that's all the information from here, and there's one more information from the figure, which is the only one that label inside is 68 degrees. It's 68 degrees. But is it actually the only information we can get? You must be very smart to tell me, no, it's not, because the question also gives us equilateral triangles. So by reading the questions, the first sentence, ABC is an equilateral triangle, and that will give us what kind of angles? Yes, 60 degrees. So all three angles from the triangle ABC is 60 degrees, so we also need to label all this hidden information. But is that it? Why is it the same? Because all three lines are the same. But for most of the students, they kind of forget, equal lines. Do we actually need to label it out? Yes, it's also very important to label the equivalence relations by drawing a line. And moving on, ACDE is a square. So square, what should we label? Very good. So first of all, 90 degrees. And what's the second one? All sides are equal. Very good. All sides are equal. So how many lines I need to label for the side lines? 1 or 2? Just 1, because AC is already labeled as 1. So we also need to label the rest as just 1 line. Let's take a look. What are we missing here? You must be smart enough to find out. Actually the property of a square is not just 4 sides are equal, and also 2 pairs of parallel lines. So also it's very important for us to label the parallel relations, which is AC is parallel to ED by drawing 1 arrow. How about the other one? The other one, AE is parallel to CD. We need to draw 2 arrows to represent as different parallel relations. And lastly, FB is parallel to ED. So FB need to label how many arrows? Yes, just 1. So from the 3 informations, we can label so many things. All the red things we have labeled is hidden, and we need to label it out. And it makes the question more clear. And from here, we can see actually FB is not just parallel to ED, and it's also parallel to which one? Yes, it's also parallel to AC. FB parallel to AC. So which angle can we get? Very good observation here. So this angle is 60. How about this one? In between of parallel lines, the Z shape to give us 2 same angles, which is FBA should be equals to BAC. And so both of them should be 60 degrees. And don't forget, by getting out these angles, we need to label it out as 60 degrees. After we label out, what's next? Good. So we know 2 angles inside a triangle of FBA. How about this angle, FAB? Can we get it? Very good. How to get it? The interior angles of triangle is how much? 180. So in order to get the remaining one, we just need to use two angles, 180 minus two angles, and give us 52 degrees. And don't forget, label the result, 52 degrees, inside the question. Because maybe later on we still need to use this angle, and we can just, by looking at the figure, we know, oh, it's 52 degrees. Don't have to refer back to the steps. And how about the question? Find angle FAE. FAE. It directly come out. So all these angles add together should be how many degrees? 360 degrees. Very good. So in that case, to find our answer, we just need to use 360 minus 52 minus 60 minus 90 and give us equals to 158. Still, don't forget to label it 158. And moving on to the second part, question part B. Find angle of FBD. FBD. So let me take a look. FBD, this angle, so is 60 plus 60 equals to 120. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, it's actually this part, not including the small angle over here. Not including the small angle over here. So how much is this? How much is this angle? DBC. So this angle is inside which triangle? Is inside BDC. And BDC is what kind of triangles? Oh, very good. But just using the information we just labeled, the equal lengths we know is isosceles triangles. And from isosceles triangles, we can know, oh, these two angles are actually the same. Two of the angles are the same inside isosceles triangles. And we know the last one. The last one angle is 60 and 90 degrees. So the sum of these two angles, the rest two angles should be 180 minus this angle. Pay attention, not just 60, also 60 plus 90. And give us equal to 30 degrees. Two same angle give us 30 degrees, how about one of it? 8 divided by 2, we get equals to 15. Also, label 15. So we know the small angle equals to 15, how about ABD? Okay, ABD now is 45 degrees by just minusing them out. And the final result, the answer? 60 plus 45 gives us 105. Problem solved. And moving on, we have the last part, which is the most challenging part. Alright, AFBC is a trapezium or parallelogram because FB is or is not parallel to AC and FA is or is not parallel to BC. Oh, first question is, what is a feature of a trapezium and what is a feature of a parallelogram? Any difference between them? Oh, the property of a parallelogram is there are how many pairs of parallel and equal lengths? Yes, two pairs of parallel and equal lengths. And what's the difference between the trapezium? Trapezium actually means there's only one line of parallel, one line that is parallel, one pair of line parallel, and the other two, it's not parallel. But whether it's same or not, maybe same, maybe not. But what we can get here is that for trapezium, one pair. For parallel, two pairs of parallel lines. So in this case, we need to find one pair and the second pair. If both of them is yes, that means it's parallelogram. But if only one of it is yes, that means it is trapezium. So first of all, FB and AC. FB and AC. Is it parallel or not? Yes, very good. Because we already labeled, very good. This label over here is parallel. So it is a yes. But how about the second pair? FA and BC. FA and BC. Is it parallel or not? Hey, you must be very smart to give us. What happens if it is parallel? If it is parallel, that means some angle should have relations. For example, the Z shape we just used. Z shape should be the same for parallel lines, and let's check whether it's the same or not. So for FA and BC, the Z shape will be, over here. We have 52 degrees and the other one is 60 degrees. Oh, it's not the same. So are they parallel? No. So we need to label it's not. So is it a trapezium or parallelogram? We only have one pair of parallel lines, that means trapezium. Solved. And that's how we can prove. So we can just think of it whether if it is the same, what if it is parallel, what will happen? What will be the conditions? And let's do a summarize of how we can solve this kind of geometry questions. At the beginning, you can see all these red things is labeled by ourselves. And the only information labeled inside the question is this 68 degrees. So this gives us that is very important. Even while reading the questions, we can find out all these hidden informations. So while reading the questions, very important part is to label while reading. While reading, label everything. But what kind of things should we label? The first one, you all give us the 60 degrees, but it's a little bit challenging for us to label the equivalence relations. So don't forget, it's also very important to label the equivalence. The equivalence. From the equivalence, we can find out all these isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangles. How about the second one? Other than equivalence, also from the square, we are missing the parallel relations. So the second one is nothing but the parallel relations that we need to label by using the arrows. Different parallels, different number of arrows. And the third, the last, is all these special angles. 60 degrees for equilateral, 90 degrees for square and rectangles, special angles. While reading the questions, we can label so many things. But not just it. While solving the questions, we also need to label. For example, label every angle that we find. But how can we get all these angles? What kind of relations can we get from all these angles? First of all, very important one is, if we know two angles from one triangle, can we find the third one? Yes, of course. And the information we use is basically the interior angles, sum equals to 180. So for every triangle, no 2 get 1. No 2 get 1. Always remember. And the second one is basically, if we have a parallel line relations, we can find out a lot of relations. For example, the Z shape, for example, the vertically opposite angles are the same. For example, the corresponding angles are the same. For example, the interior angles of the parallel lines are also sum equals to 180, and so on. So the second one is from the parallel lines. Label, label, label. That's basically how we can solve all these kind of geometry questions. And moving on, if you have any doubts, you can try to scan the left side QR code to join our PSLE study group for 2025. And also, if you have any doubts, you can please feel free to contact me by directly scanning this QR code. So if you have any questions, you can try to scan this QR code to the left to join our PSLE study group, and you can ask any doubts inside here about PSLE Math. And you can also try to contact me by scanning the right side QR code, and we'll see you soon in our next video. Bye!